So I'm here today with Liz. Hello Liz from Equitech, MD and designer. And Liz, you're going to chat me through this gorgeous coat.
Yeah, the Warrior.
Tell me a little bit about this, because this is a really exciting and very innovative coat.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about it.
So I wanted to create a coat that had that really warm padded feel, but had a waterproof outer. So it's a really hard concept because people want that sort of padded look and that real cosy feel. But you usually have to, the payoff is they're not normally waterproof, whereas this actually is. So it's got a 16,000 ml waterproof outer shell, and it's breathable. But the inside is completely quilted like a duvet. So it's just got that really cosy, warm
Well, I'm
feel.
going to tell you how cosy it is, because I'm going to actually put it on now. So before I put it on, you've got a really clever little star detail here, and I've got to show you here. So Liz, tell us about this.
So these are our backpack straps, and they basically mean, I don't know about you, but if I'm around the yard and I'm doing lots of chores and things like that, I get quite hot. But then if I'm standing around, if I'm helping someone, or I'm just waiting for something, or I'm watching someone else train, I then get cold. So basically you want something where you can wear it, but it's not going to get the dog's jumping in
well,
on
this
it.
is it. I mean, I put things down at the yard and the cat lies on, which
that's
I love
exactly.
the yard cat, but I don't necessarily want him sleeping on my clothing.
The backpack was really designed so that you can literally, if you do get a bit warm, you can quickly, you might be mucking out, you're like, oh, I'm getting really hot, but I don't want to put my coat down. You just whip it off and you can wear it like a backpack.
So I'll show you now. This is the first time. You can see this hasn't been rehearsed.
So you can just walk around, wear it.
Well, that's cool, because it gives you that instant cool off. So if you're in the middle of mucking out or doing the muck heap or whatever, or even when you're skipping out in the field. Exactly. You don't want to put, where are you going to put your coat? In the middle of the field?
Exactly.
On the floor?
You can't. No, exactly.
So,
and then
this is great.
I've had
it's lightweight.
Exactly. And if I'm picking the field or something like that, and then all of a sudden I'm like, well, I don't want to put it on the dirty floor, or it's going to get wet or horrible, and then or we'll put it over the the wheelbarrow or something, but then it just gets dirty, and then there you go.
Perfect. I'm ready to go again. I've cooled down. I'm ready. I'm going to be cold now. So I've put it back on. But this is it's a really lightweight jacket, but very, very warm.
And it's a bio-down, so it's ethically sourced, and you can wash it. It's got the detachable fur again.
Love this detachable
Now this
fur.
is really handy as well, because a lot of the, if I look at this detail here, with the hood, a lot of hoods have this separate here, but it goes round the front, and then it can ride up and get you in the face, and it's really difficult. Whereas, so we've got this system where you just slide it in like that, and then it's literally anchored into the side of
and
the
it gives
collar.
you a nice shape, a nice silhouette as well here.
So when it's done up, it's a bit more
cosy. Keep those cold, horrible winds out on winter, which is nice.
And again, it's got the elastic around the hood, so you can really draw it around your face if you want to. So you're not going to get cold. It's like the equivalent of like a 300-gram rug, so it's going to be really, really warm. And it's got the rose gold detail, so it's a little bit.
It's really special. And what I really love is it's a really lovely blue, which sounds a bit mad, but it's like almost like an indigo blue.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that heavy dark navy.
No.
It's just a little bit of colour which you want for your wardrobe in the winter, but not that's going to show any dirt up.
No.
It's always thinking the practical front. But it is a really. I love the rose gold.
And we've obviously got the signature pullers again in the side here. It has got a zip pocket on the inside.
Nice deep pockets.
And then at the back, so you can still ride in it. It's got our signature vent in it. So again, you can put it over your saddle, so it's going to keep it nice and dry. You won't ruin it. And then when you don't want it, you just zip it away. And it's as simple as that.
Love it. It's so warm. It really is. And again, lovely, really nice, warm quilted detail. And I love the inside pocket as well, just for stashing extra stuff. And again, it's just so warm. And I really love the rose gold detail, especially like this detail here as well. It's a really designer-led piece, very fashion forward for that. Really like that. Two-way zip as well.
Can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong. I mean, just for every day. I mean, I've got coats that are not, from you, equestrian coats. And, the issue I have is I forget, try and climb over a wall and pull the zip or rip the coat. Whereas these, and again, that's the other thing about your zips, they're really good quality.
Well, we use only YKK, which is the standard for zips, so, they're going to be long-lived.
Oh, I love it. No, it's really, really cosy, really smart. And it's, it's a jacket it's a coat that will take you from the yard
Absolutely.
into town. You know, it's really versatile. It's a really fashion coat, but practical as well.
Yes, yeah.
And I love the detail as well, the
Yeah.
skirt detail here.
But again, for a padded coat, it still gives you a nice shape.
Yeah.
You know, then that's the thing. A lot of winter coats can look quite frumpy, and they're not very stylish. They're quite noisy as well.
Yeah, no, there's
you don't
no
get
noise here. Yeah.
and you really do get a nice shape. And again, we go up to a 3XL as standard, so you know we cover the full size range.
Yeah.
So you really, you know, everyone's covered.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful, beautiful coat and incredibly warm. And I'm always cold winter, even in the autumn. Everyone's joking, but you know I get really cold in the winter, and this is great because it's almost like, you know, you don't want to be wearing lots of heavy layers underneath because you might want to take your coat off and get a bit cooler. So you do wear your base layers. So this is perfect because it is like it's like a duvet, but a lightweight.
Yes.
It's your dream duvet.
And it's got
coat.
the length as well, so you know you're going to match. You know, if you're wearing your long boots or wellies, you're going to be fully covered from head to toe.
I'm about 5'5", something like that. Yeah, so I mean it's a good length on me.
Yeah, most people you wouldn't, even if you're 6 foot tall, it's going to still cover your knee. Which
will keep you warm in the saddle. But it's it's got weight to it, but it's lightweight, if that makes sense. But it's a really smart coat, and as I said, love the colour. I think it's a really, and
it's got the storm cuffs.
Always got to have the storm cuffs. The storm cuffs, they're a lifesaver, but they're really, you know, it's a lovely detail to keep you really cosy.
But they're lycra, so they're not going to cut into your hands and things like that. So it's just all the little details really that make the difference.
Details, and it feels such good quality, and that's the thing about the Equitech coats is they last. You know, they're beautiful coats. They're made to last. And as I said, you know, I love the rose gold. It's just perfect against the navy. It's a really beautiful coat, Liz.
Thank
you.
So
this is the Warrior.
The Warrior long waterproof coat.
You heard it here.